Today, a Pensacola nightclub released surveillance footage of a local man's guitars being stolen. As he was just a few feet away at the time, WEAR's Hannah James spoke with this man and joins us now in the studio with more. Hannah?
Bob, there were a total of 3 items stolen, one guitar worth $3,000 and one that the owner claims is virtually worthless to anyone other than him.
Ultimately, if the person wanted to give it back, I wouldn't press charges. I would just take it back and let that be that.
Local artist Kip Gaudette has been playing guitar since 1982. For 10 years of that time, he has played an average of 300 shows annually across the country with 2 guitars.
One is what we call a parts caster. That's where you just throw a bunch of parts together and you end up with a guitar. However, it was built by somebody that I used to basically sneak into clubs to watch play. He was a childhood hero, and the pattern you see on it was his signature pattern. He eventually befriended me and sold me one of his guitars, so it meant a lot to me. That was in '83. I've had it since then.
That guitar he estimates to be worth about $50.
With the other guitar, it's a 2020 Les Paul, and it's the other end of the spectrum. This is a guitar you cannot afford lightly, and being in my late 50s was about the time I was able to afford something quite that nice. So I sort of have what represents my past and represents what I was able to accomplish all in one bag, foolishly.
Both were stolen by an individual after Gaudette had just finished playing his regular weekend set with his band Buzzcut. He joined the band in 2007, the group playing weekends regularly at Seville Quarter since 2016. He had stepped off the property, loading up his gear just before 3 in the morning on Sunday when the thief struck.
There was a sidewalk out by Seville Quarter, and I placed it right in front of my car. My wife was in the driver's seat. But a friend of ours was standing there with us, and he sustained just this little nick injury, and we were looking at him. During that time, somebody walks by and just slowly walks off with it.
His first response, taking to Facebook, pleading for the thief to return what was his under a no questions asked policy.
Knee jerk out of the gate, the checkerboard guitar is of such sentimental value that was my in the moment, let's throw this down as fast as possible. Since then, Seville Quarter itself has posted on their page a $500 reward as well. Do I want to be out $2,000 at Christmas time because I had my stuff stolen? No, but if that's what it takes, that's what it takes.
That post going viral, sparking the community to help the search. Gaudette obtained this surveillance footage from businesses, tracing the individual's steps north on Jefferson Street, following them onto East Intendencia Street before entering a premium parking lot.
When you own guitars that mean something to you, when you are playing live music with them, it just adds an extra layer of icing on the cake. It's like I'm getting to do this thing I love with this thing I love. This next weekend at Seville Quarter, I won't be doing it with the things I love. It'll be people have offered to let me borrow their instruments, or I have some that I may be able to repair at home, but these were the 2.
The next steps for Gaudette, continuing with the Pensacola Police Department, who will help file a subpoena to get surveillance footage from inside of the premium parking lot. This is the last place the individual was seen walking on footage given by local businesses. Live in studio,